Romans are in Rockport with the very latest developments there. Wes and David.
Hi, well, the fire alarm just started, so if you need to cut away from us, go ahead at any time, but we're just going to talk to you as long as we can. We are here in the Fairfield Inn. We are continuing to monitor this storm. One thing that we wanted to mention to you here in the bottom half of the hour is that it's really hot in here, David.
Yeah, the AC is out. We're running on backup power. We've got, just to set the scene, dogs, elderly people. There's at least one baby here. Everybody's just kind of surviving together. We're about to emerge into the eye at any point. We've been in the worst part of the storm for over an hour. Any moment, it's going to be completely calm. And the storm is moving so slowly that it might be calm for 2 to 3 hours in some locations, such as this. So we're hoping that nobody is lulled into thinking, okay, the storm is over. Most folks around here are hurricane savvy enough to know there's another side of the storm coming. We're not only halfway done with this storm when we hit the eye, probably less than halfway, because the storm is moving slower and slower. So that second half is going to last all night.
So this is something that, we've been talking about. Of course, there's concern. Of course, we're keeping our eye on everything. But the worst is yet to come here at this point.
It looks like it, yeah. And I mean, if the winds are verifying in this strongest part of the storm, which is where we are, 130-mile-an-hour winds is what we're listening to. You were talking about the leaks coming in through the window over here, which you can still see pouring in. It sounds like any of these windows are about to blow through at any moment. We've been reassured that these are hurricane-rated glass, but it's kind of terrifying in a way being here, even indoors.
This is one of those stories where, of course, as journalists and of course as a meteorologist, David, you try and stick to the facts, you try and stick to the reporting, you try and keep all of the information as professional as possible. It's a little freaky being in here, you try not to feel the emotions yourself, but that's something that you kind of have to process in a situation like this. I mean, this is something that, we are a lot of times kind of removed from the stories, but right now we are living this with all of the folks who are trapped here as well.
Yeah, and there is that sense of community, Wes. I mean, everybody's in this together. We don't know how we're going to eat for the next 12 hours. Luckily, everybody's kind of coming together. We've already agreed to sort of ration out all the food that's left in this hotel. I'm hoping that everybody who's out there trapped in the storm in homes who did not heed the evacuation orders is as fortunate as we are tonight.
All right, well, we are going to continue to keep our eye on this. We have got much more to come here. We will talk to you, or at least try to talk to you again in the 10 o'clock hour, but for now, we will send it back to you guys in the studio there in Austin.
Wes, really quickly, can you guys hear us right now? We have a quick question we want to ask you. Okay,
sure,
it looks like you can hear us, so we want to tell you, and if you could relay it to David, that Jim says that the weather station in Rockport indicates the eye is reaching Rockport right now. Could you relay that to David and ask him what that means there?
The eye is reaching Rockport right now. So we were just talking about the fact that the eye is now reaching Rockport as they're relaying to us here. What does that mean for folks here right now as you're learning that information?
It's about to be 100% different outside. We're still listening to the winds roar, the water's pouring in. In 5 minutes, we might have a clear sky and a 100% calm wind. It's incredible. It's something I've never experienced. It's a 180 completely. And then, of course, there's the whole backside of the storm where the wind has been coming from the east and northeast all day, straining this hotel, actually putting cracks, we've heard from our crew, in between the staircase and the wall because the hotel is swaying as it's not accustomed to doing. Now we're going to be calm for a long time in this slow-moving eye, and then the wind completely does a 180 and puts a huge stress on the other side of the building, on the other side of the cars, on the other side of the trees and the homes and everything that's around us in this big community.
So again, as we're continuing to walk through this, there may be that sense of calm, but that should be a false sense of calm here at this point.
Exactly right. And another point, Wes, is that not only should people not go outside and look around and start cleaning up debris because there are still hurricane-force winds on the other side, I shouldn't say the number one. One of the big ways that people get hurt and killed after a tornado or after a hurricane rather, or in the eye of a hurricane is electrocution, because there are a lot of power lines down. We saw them coming down even when they were 60-mile-an-hour winds. Now it's 130. If you step in puddles, which there are a lot of out there, and there's a live wire touching the puddle, it actually happens more frequently than it should.
So electrocution, a big concern moving forward here, and that's one of those that you don't know about. You've got to see it, so or you can't see it rather.
Right.
So that's definitely something that we are worried about. You feel a lot safer in here, but we just kind of have to cross our fingers until the worst of it passes, and then we'll kind of reevaluate and regroup, right?
That's exactly right, yeah, and we'll be here all night. We don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, but we'll be keeping you guys posted as it develops.
All right, we will wrap it from here now, and we will try and talk to you again in just a little bit, guys.